Cancer, something about your energy right now feels like a quiet shift that you haven't fully spoken about. It's like you've been holding a truth inside your chest, waiting for the right moment to admit something to yourself. Your intuition is sharper than usual, and it's been nudging you toward a change that you keep sensing but haven't fully embraced. This reading today is going to reveal what that internal shift truly is. What's pushing you forward, what's draining you, and what your next breakthrough looks like. I'm Ira, and I'm here to guide you through what Spirit is showing with clarity and depth. If you ever want a personal session, they start at $9, and the full 2026 forecast is available too. If this reading supports you, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe so more Cancers find the guidance meant for them. The first message opens with the Depth card from the Oracle deck. Spirit is showing that you've been feeling things more intensely than you're expressing. There's something you've been processing internally, maybe confusion, maybe hope, maybe worry, and you haven't shared it because you've been trying to stay strong. The depth energy shows you've been going far beneath the surface to understand what's really happening in your life. In the deeper layer of this card, Spirit reveals that your emotional intelligence right now is incredibly high. You are sensing motives, intentions, and shifts in people without them saying anything. This may have made you slightly guarded, because you can feel when someone's words don't match their actions. You're not overthinking. It's intuition. Another layer shows that someone's energy has been impacting you more than you realize. This could be a person you're close to, or someone whose behavior has left you uncertain. Depth shows that you've been carrying emotional weight that isn't entirely yours, and it's time to separate your feelings from their influence. And the final layer of this card reveals that your next breakthrough comes from acknowledging your emotional truth instead of managing it quietly. Spirit says when you name what you feel, your path becomes clearer and lighter. The next message arrives with the Crossroads card. You are standing between two choices, and you've been trying to delay the decision because both paths hold weight. The Crossroads energy shows that life is calling you into a new direction, but the old direction still feels familiar. This is why you felt mentally exhausted. The decision isn't intellectual, it's energetic. In the second layer, Spirit shows that one of these options is based on comfort or habit, while the other is based on growth or alignment. You already know which one is which. You've been waiting for a sign, but Spirit says the sign has already come. You just didn't trust it yet. The third layer reveals that your fear isn't about making the wrong choice. It's about losing stability while transitioning. Crossroads reminds you that transition is not loss. Movement is not chaos. You are being redirected, not destabilized. And the final layer says once you commit to a choice, everything moves quickly. This lingering indecision is the only thing slowing your progress. Spirit says you're closer than you think. The next energy comes through with the Shield card. Spirit shows that you have been protecting yourself more tightly than you realize. This is not a bad thing. You've needed boundaries. But the Shield card also reveals that you may be blocking something supportive or beneficial without meaning to. There's an opportunity, a person, or a new direction trying to come toward you, but you've been filtering everything through caution. In the second layer, Spirit highlights that this protective energy developed because of past disappointments. Someone may have broken your trust, or a situation drained you, making you more guarded. This shield helped you survive that chapter, but now it's creating distance between you and what you desire next. The third layer shows you've been expecting yourself to stay strong without allowing moments of vulnerability. You don't always have to hold everything together. Spirit says the moment you let yourself receive support, your energy will stabilize. And the final layer shows that lowering the shield just enough creates an opening for the right person, opportunity, or alignment to reach you. You're not meant to walk this next phase alone. The next card appearing is the Echo card. This energy shows that a pattern from your past is resurfacing, not to repeat, but to be completed. You may notice situations that resemble old wounds, familiar behaviors, or people who remind you of past versions of yourself. The echo energy shows an internal loop ready to break. In the deeper layer, Spirit reveals that this echo is showing you where you have outgrown an old way of reacting. In the past, you might have shut down, overgave, or avoided conflict. But this time, you feel the shift. You're responding differently. This is growth. Another layer reveals that someone's behavior recently triggered an old emotional memory. Not because they're the same as someone from your past, but because your soul is trying to show you what still needs closure. Echo isn't punishment, it's clarity. And the final layer shows that once you recognize the pattern, you'll begin making decisions from your present self rather than past pain. Spirit says this is your emotional upgrade. The next energy flows in with the magnetism card. Spirit shows that your energy is becoming highly attractive, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. People are noticing you more. Opportunities feel like they're gravitating toward you instead of you chasing them. Magnetism appears when you're aligning with your authentic self. In the second layer, Spirit highlights that this magnetism is directly tied to your emotional honesty. The more you drop the mask of, "I'm fine," the stronger your energy becomes. Authenticity is your power source right now. The third layer reveals that someone is feeling drawn back toward you, or drawn closer. This person senses your shift, your confidence, your emotional clarity. Magnetism doesn't attract everyone. It attracts those aligned with your next chapter. And the final layer shows that during this time, be selective. Magnetism brings options. Spirit wants you to choose based on alignment, not loneliness or habit. You're attracting from strength. The next card arriving is the Mirror card. Spirit shows that you are seeing yourself more clearly, without illusions or harsh self-judgment. The mirror energy reveals that you're recognizing both your strengths and your survival patterns with a level of honesty that wasn't accessible before. You're understanding why you react the way you do, and this awareness is shifting your entire path. In the deeper layer, Mirror shows that a relationship or connection is teaching you something about yourself. The way someone speaks, responds, or distances themselves has mirrored a truth you needed to acknowledge. This isn't about them, it's about what you're learning through them. Another layer reveals that your self-image has been influenced by old wounds. You've seen yourself through the lens of past pain instead of current capability. The Mirror card clears that distortion. You're more powerful, more grounded, and more emotionally intelligent than you give yourself credit for. And the final layer shows that once you see yourself accurately, your decisions become sharper. You choose differently. You attract differently. You align differently. This is the turning point. The next card showing up is the Unraveling card. Spirit reveals that something in your life is loosening. A belief, a connection, a fear, or a responsibility you've carried for too long. Unraveling isn't losing control, it's releasing what no longer fits. You might notice things naturally falling away without effort. That's because they've completed their purpose. In the second layer, Spirit shows that the unraveling is emotional too. A heaviness you've carried is finally lifting. You may feel lighter, more detached, or less reactive than usual. This is not numbness, it's release. The third layer highlights that this unraveling prepares you for a new phase of stability. When old attachments loosen, new clarity enters. This is Spirit clearing the path in a gentle but firm way. And the final layer says, don't fight what's leaving. It's making space for the opportunity that's about to arrive. The final message comes in with the Breakthrough card. Spirit shows that the clarity, the release, and the internal shifts of these past weeks are aligning into a major turning point. Something you've been waiting for begins to move. A truth becomes undeniable. A solution appears. Breakthrough energy is the moment everything clicks. In the deeper layer, Spirit reveals that your breakthrough is connected to the decision you've been postponing. Once you choose, the universe responds immediately. This shift is not symbolic. It's real, tangible, noticeable. The third layer shows that you'll also receive unexpected support during this phase, a message, an offer, a conversation that confirms you're on the right path. Breakthroughs often come with validation from the external world. And the final layer says, your next chapter is not about survival. It's about direction, clarity, and alignment. You are stepping into a more empowered version of yourself, and Spirit is guiding every part of this transition. Your affirmation: I trust my clarity, I honor my emotions, and I choose the path aligned with who I'm becoming.